if we have a look, we will find that classification of lipids lipids can be classified to simple lipid, compound lipids, and derived lipids. The complex lipids are containing phospholipids. The phospholipids are containing glycerophospholipids and sphingophospholipid, as we mentioned in the first lecture. Okay, the phospholipids are the main lipid in the cell membrane. So what are the phospholipids? Okay, so the complex lipids containing phospholipids, and the phospholipids containing, or the phospholipids are either glycerophospholipid or sphingophospholipids, and the phospholipids in general are the main lipid in the cell membrane. Okay, but the phospholipids have types. Okay, the first one, we can call it phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid. The phosphatidic acid is containing 2 fatty acids plus, of course, glycerol, because we said that the phospholipids are containing glycerophospholipids and sphingophospholipids, and the phosphatidic acid is one of the glycerophospholipid. So of course its alcohol is glycerol, so it's containing 2 fatty acids plus glycerol plus phosphoric acid. Okay, also it can be called diacyl glycerophosphate. So if we have a look to this diagram, we will find that the phosphatidic acid is containing glycerol plus saturated fatty acid and unsaturated fatty acid plus phosphoric acid. Generally, phosphatidic acid by itself has no function, but it can be one of the parts of other glycerophospholipids. If we move to the second type, cardiolipin. Cardiolipin, in its structure, it's containing diphosphatidylglycerol. Also, diphosphatidylglycerol is the second name of the cardiolipid. If we focus to this name, okay, if you focus to this name, we will find that the cardiolipin is containing 2 phosphatidic acid, which are linked by glycerol. Okay, so cardiolipin are 2 phosphatidic acids linked together by glycerol. Cardiolipin is a major lipid in the mitochondrial membrane. Okay, also we do have other type which we can call phosphatidylcholine. Phosphatidylcholine, also called lecithin. Phosphatidylcholine, please, when you study phospholipids, you need to know the name of the phospholipid, okay, the type of the phospholipid, if this phospholipid containing actually the content of the phospholipid and the function of the phospholipid, and if this phospholipid is having another name. Okay, so if we have a look to phosphatidylcholine or lecithin, we will find that phosphatidylcholine are containing phosphatidic acid plus choline. Lecithin will prevent, its role actually is to prevent accumulation of fat in liver. This function in general, when the biomolecule having this function, we call this biomolecule as it having lipotropic action, or we can call it lipotropic factor, okay, because it will liberate or prevent the accumulation of the fats. Also, it's one of the constituents of the cell membrane. If you focus, you will find that most of the types of the phospholipids are one of the constituents of the cell membrane. Also, it's part of the it's one of the forms of the storage of the forms that storage choline. Choline has a role in the nerve transmission, okay? Transmethylation role. It can solubilize cholesterol in the gallbladder so that it will prevent stone formation, and it will prevent atherosclerosis also by the action of conjugation of lecithin plus the cholesterol. It will give us cholesterol ester plus new biomolecule which we can call lysolecithin. Okay? Other type is kephalin. Kephalin is phosphatidyl ethanol amine. This is the second name of kephalin. It's like lecithin, but it's containing ethanolamine instead of choline in the lecithin. Okay? It's one of the activating factor of the coagulation mechanism. In this diagram, we can see ethanolamine. Lysophospholipid in general are lysolecithin and lysokephalin. Please do not be upset by the terminologies. Okay, you will tolerate. Don't worry. Okay, as lecithin and kephalin containing one fatty acid. This diagram can show us lysophosphatidyl choline or lysolecithin. There is other type which we can call it phosphatidyl serine. Phosphatidyl serine also as lecithin, but it's containing serine instead of choline. Okay, so it's contain serine plus phosphatidic acid. Okay. Other type is lipositol or phosphatidyl inositol. This one is containing inositol instead of choline, and this one we can find it in the cell membrane. So phosphatidyl inositol, from its name, it's containing phosphatidic acid plus inositol. Can you remember all the types that we talked about? Let's have a quick look at them. Okay, let's have a quick look at them. So, complex lipid, as we mentioned, it's containing phospholipids. Sorry. It's containing phosphatidic acid, which can be called diacyl glycerophosphate. Okay, we do have cardiolipin, we do have phosphatidyl choline, and we do have kephalin, which is phosphatidyl ethanolamine, and we do have also phosphatidyl serine, and we do have phosphatidyl inositol. Okay.